Today, a huge shift is upon us. The first wave of the New Earth timeline shift is occurring, bringing with it a powerful surge of transformational energy. This is not just another day in the universe. It is the beginning of a new reality, a shift that will forever change the way we experience life. You may be feeling it already. Subtle shifts in your energy, the way your thoughts seem more aligned. Your heart feels more open. But what does this wave really mean? And how can we harness its power? In this video, we will go deeper into what this means for you and the entire planet. This video is divided into 4 parts, the last one being about a deeper shift in your consciousness. If you are ready to embrace this transformational wave, type in the comments of this video, "I am ready for the New Earth timeline." Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Understanding the shift in the New Earth timeline. The first wave of change in the New Earth timeline signals the arrival of a powerful energetic shift, which is meant to elevate human consciousness and align us with a higher frequency of love, harmony, and unity. This shift is not just about changes in the physical world, but also about a deep transformation within each of us. It is the beginning of a new era where we move away from the limitations of fear, separation, and conflict, and instead into a state where love, compassion, and connection are at the forefront. At its core, this timeline shift is an invitation for all of humanity to live in a new way. It is as if the universe is sending waves of energy designed to awaken dormant aspects of our soul, helping us to remember who we really are. These waves are activating the light codes within our DNA, sparking the ability to align with the true essence of our being, which resonates with the vibrations of love, peace, and joy. For those who are sensitive to energy, this shift can feel like an inner calling, a pull towards something bigger. You may notice that your old habits, beliefs, or patterns are no longer serving you and have a desire to let them go. This is part of the process of moving into the new timeline. As the energy shifts, it prompts us to shed the layers of ego, fear, and division that have kept us stuck in a lower vibration. It invites us to open our hearts and step into the frequency of love. Moving into love and harmony within this new timeline is a conscious choice. It is about embracing the idea that we are all interconnected, that the separation we once believed in is an illusion. As we change, we can focus on practices that nurture our connection to ourselves, to others, and to the earth. Meditation, energy healing, and acts of kindness all help us reconnect with this new frequency. It is important to be gentle with yourself during this time, as the energy can feel intense. Know that everything you are experiencing is part of a larger process designed to help you evolve. A key aspect of this shift is the idea of unity consciousness. In the new timeline, we move away from a mindset of me versus them and instead see that we are all part of the same whole. This shift in perception transforms the way we relate to others, interact with the planet, and live our lives. It fosters a sense of harmony that is built on a foundation of mutual respect, understanding, and compassion. As we anchor in the energies of the New Earth timeline, we may also notice a change in the way we manifest our desires. In the past, we may have felt like we had to push or force things to happen. But now, in this new vibration, manifestation becomes more about flow and alignment. When we are in harmony with the energy of love, we effortlessly attract what is meant for us. It feels as though the universe is working with us, co-creating our reality in ways that are far more fluid and intuitive than before. This shift is about returning to the heart. It is a reminder that love is the most powerful force in the universe, and when we live from a place of love, everything else falls into place. The first wave of the new timeline is here to help us understand this truth. As we go through this transformation, we are being guided to step fully into our power, embrace the light within, and create a world that is rooted in love, harmony, and unity. Physical and emotional signs of the shift. As the first wave of the New Earth timeline shift begins today, many are feeling its powerful effects on a physical, emotional, and energetic level. This shift represents a significant leap in consciousness, where humanity is moving from the old 3D reality into the higher, more harmonious frequencies of 5D. In this process, we are going through profound transformation that can be felt in body, mind, and spirit. The most notable way this shift manifests is through physical sensations in the body. Many people feel a deep sense of fatigue, as if their body is working hard behind the scenes to adjust to this new frequency. This exhaustion is not just physical, it is also energetic. Your body is realigning itself to carry more light, higher frequency energy, and this takes a toll on your physical stamina. You may feel like you need more rest, or have days when you feel tired without doing much effort. Headaches are another common symptom, often described as pressure around the forehead or crown area. This is related to the opening of your third eye and crown chakras, as these energy centers are becoming more active. The energy flowing through these chakras is integrating higher wisdom and spiritual insight, and it can cause discomfort as your body adjusts. Tingling sensations, warmth, or a feeling of lightness in certain parts of the body, especially the arms, legs, and crown of the head, may also occur. These sensations are signs that energy is flowing through your body in new ways. You are aligning with the higher frequencies of the new Earth, and your physical body is adapting to this change. Another symptom some people experience is a change in their sleep patterns. You may find yourself waking up at unusual times, especially between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., when spiritual energies are often most active. Vivid dreams or even lucid dreaming may occur more frequently, as your subconscious is working through deeper layers of transformation. In these dreams, you may encounter symbolic images or situations that reflect the clearing of old patterns or the integration of new energy. Emotionally, this shift can be just as intense. You may find that old wounds, fears, or unresolved issues come to the surface out of nowhere. This can be an emotionally turbulent time, as it may seem like you are being forced to confront aspects of yourself that you thought had already been healed. However, this is not about suffering. It is part of the clearing process. The energy of the new Earth is high frequency, and in order to align with it, we must let go of lower frequency emotions that no longer serve us. You may feel a heightened sense of sensitivity during this time. Small things that would not normally affect you may trigger intense emotional reactions. This is because your emotional body is purging old energies, allowing a greater flow of love and joy. Anger, sadness, anxiety, and even moments of extreme joy may move through you more quickly as you shed layers of old emotions. It is important to allow these feelings to pass through you without resisting them. By embracing these feelings, you are making room for the higher vibrations of love, unity, and peace that are coming with the shift to New Earth. Another emotional symptom is a sense of disconnect or disassociation from 3D reality. You may feel like the physical world no longer resonates with you the way it used to. Things that mattered before, such as a job title, material possessions, or even certain relationships, may seem less important or even irrelevant. This can be disorienting, but it is a sign that you are beginning to align with the more heart-centered and connected energies of 5D. Instead of being tied to external definitions of success or validation, you are being called to look within for your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Energetically, you may feel like you are oscillating between different frequencies. There will be moments when you feel incredibly connected, joyful, and full of love, followed by periods when you feel dense and heavy. This fluctuation is part of the integration process as your energy body learns to consistently hold higher frequencies. You may also feel drawn to nature, as spending time in a natural environment can help you ground and stabilize these new energies. Being in nature also supports the heart chakra, which is the gateway to 5D consciousness, where unity, compassion, and love are the dominant vibrations. In this wave of new earth, you are being called to vibrate at a higher frequency. It's important to trust the process and not judge yourself for any discomfort or challenges. The symptoms are temporary, and they are signs that your body, mind, and spirit are rewiring to match the new frequencies of the planet. By accepting the change and allowing old energies to be cleared, you make room within yourself for more joy, love, and connection, aligning with 5D consciousness. The arrival of the first wave of the new Earth timeline shift is an incredibly profound moment for humanity. This shift marks the transition from old ways of living rooted in 3D consciousness, where ego, fear, and division have been dominant, into the advanced, heart-centered place of 5D consciousness. In this new reality, love, compassion, and unity are the guiding forces reshaping our entire experience of life on Earth. In 3D consciousness, many of us are living with a strong attachment to the ego. The ego is the part of us that is primarily concerned with survival, competition, and comparison. It views life through a lens of separateness, where we are separate from one another and the world around us. This creates a sense of me versus them thinking, where fear, judgment, and control often come into play. People living primarily in 3D tend to focus on material success, power, and external validation, constantly seeking fulfillment from things outside of themselves. The result is a cycle of dissatisfaction, as true fulfillment can never be found in these temporary external sources. Now, with the first wave of the new Earth timeline shift, there is a push for humanity to transcend this 3D mindset and embrace a more expansive way of being, 5D consciousness. In 5D, the focus shifts from the mind to the heart. Instead of operating from a place of fear, ego, and separation, individuals begin to live from a place of love, compassion, and unity. In this state, we recognize that we are all interconnected, part of the same cosmic web, and what affects one affects all. This shift to 5D consciousness invites us to let go of old patterns of thinking and behavior that are rooted in fear and lack. Instead of seeing life as something to control or fight against, we begin to flow with the natural rhythms of the universe. Trust and surrender replace control and resistance. In this heart-centered space, we no longer see ourselves as separate from others, but as part of a larger whole. We begin to understand that love is not just a feeling, but the essence of our being and the fabric of the universe. As this shift intensifies, it can seem like a confusing process for many. Old 3D structures and belief systems are crumbling, and this can lead to a sense of instability. People may experience heightened emotions, physical symptoms such as fatigue or headaches, and a general feeling of being in the middle of the world as they adjust to this new frequency. This is because the higher vibrational energies of fifth dimensional consciousness are causing us to shed the layers of fear, doubt, and separation that have held us back for so long. When we do this, we become more aligned with the frequency of love and unity, and this opens the door to profound healing, individually and collectively. In 5D consciousness, we begin to see that our true power does not come from controlling others or accumulating wealth, but from living authentically in harmony with our soul's purpose. illusions of separation are dispelled, and we begin to recognize the divine essence within ourselves and everyone else. This creates a ripple effect of compassion and understanding as we begin to treat ourselves and others with greater kindness, forgiveness, and acceptance, own lives and the collective well-being of the planet. In 5D, our focus shifts from what can I receive to how can I serve. We become more mindful of the needs of others, and our actions are guided by a desire to lift up and support each other. The first wave of the New Earth timeline shift is essentially a wake-up call for humanity. It is a reminder that we are more than our physical bodies, more than our egos, and more than the limitations we have imposed on ourselves. It is an invitation to live in a new way, one based on love, unity, and cooperation, rather than fear, division, and competition. When we connect with 5D consciousness, we are called to anchor these higher frequencies into the earth, helping to create a new reality where peace, harmony, and abundance for all become the norm. This is the birth of the new earth, and it begins within each of us. The more we embrace these higher vibrations, the more we contribute to the collective upliftment, paving the way for others to do the same. This shift is not something that will happen overnight, but with each step we take toward living with love and compassion, we bring ourselves closer to fully embracing 5D consciousness and creating the new earth. This is a powerful and transformative time, filled with the potential for immense growth and awakening, increased intuition and psychic abilities. With the first wave of the New Earth timeline shift coming today, many individuals are beginning to notice profound changes within themselves. The most significant aspect of this shift is an increase in intuition, psychic abilities, and a sense of profound connection to the higher self. This is happening because the veil between dimensions is thinning, allowing us to access higher frequencies and more subtle realms of existence. Our vibrational frequency is increasing, which enhances our ability to sense things beyond the physical world. Intuition, often described as a gut feeling or inner knowing, becomes stronger during this time. People may suddenly have insights or perceptions that make them feel as though they are coming from a place beyond the logical mind. This intuitive knowing can manifest in many ways. You may have a feeling about a situation or person that proves to be accurate, even if you have no concrete evidence to support it. This is because intuition taps into the energy fields around us, giving us access to information that the physical senses cannot perceive. With the energies of the new earth, the pathways to these energy fields are becoming more open and accessible. Psychic abilities are another area where individuals may notice changes. Psychic abilities refer to the ability to perceive things that are beyond the normal range of the human senses. This can include clairvoyance, seeing visions or images, clairaudience, hearing messages from beyond, clairvoyance, sensing the emotions or energy of others, and clairaudience, knowing something is happening without reason. These abilities have always existed within us, but many people are experiencing them now as we are shifting into the higher vibrations of the new earth. In some people, these abilities will manifest suddenly and intensely, while in others, they may develop gradually over time. Another sign of increased psychic abilities is the experience of synchronicities. Meaningful coincidences that feel as though they are divinely orchestrated. You might be thinking about someone and they suddenly call or message you. Or you might be pondering a question and the answer appears in the form of a book, conversation, or song. These synchronicities are the universe's way of guiding you, and as the veil between dimensions thins, they will become more frequent and more pronounced. The key is to stay open and pay attention to these signs, as they are often signs leading you to your higher purpose. At the core of this transformation is a deeper connection to your higher self. The higher self is the aspect of you that exists beyond time and space, in direct relationship with Source or the Divine. It holds the wisdom of your soul's journey and is always guiding you towards your highest potential. As the energies of the new earth flow in, you may feel a stronger sense of alignment with your higher self. It may feel like an inner compass that guides you, often gently, towards decisions that are in your best interest. You may notice that you no longer feel drawn to old patterns, behaviors, or relationships that once kept you stuck in lower vibrational frequencies. Instead, you are naturally drawn to experiences that lift your spirit, nourish your soul, and bring you closer to your authentic self. The arrival of the first wave of the New Earth timeline is ushering in a new era of increased awareness and spiritual connectedness. As individuals continue to align with these higher frequencies, they will experience more profound spiritual growth. Trust the process, as these intuitive and psychic developments are part of the natural progression into higher consciousness. Embrace these changes, as they are leading you to a more connected, empowered, and enlightened version of yourself. Anchoring light codes and DNA activation. As the first wave of the New Earth timeline shift arrives today, an intense energetic shift is taking place within our bodies. This wave is triggering the activation of light codes deeply embedded in our DNA. These light codes are like hidden treasures, carrying the blueprint for our ascension and spiritual evolution. They are being awakened by powerful waves of energy coming from higher dimensions, which are transforming our physical and energetic systems in ways we do not yet fully understand. This process is deeply connected to the journey of moving from third-dimensional reality to fifth-dimensional frequency. At the core of this transformation is the activation of our DNA. Our DNA is much more than just physical instructions for our bodies. It contains spiritual information, light codes, and dormant potentials that are now being unlocked. Think of your DNA as a vast library, where only a small portion of the books are opened in our everyday lives. As incoming energy waves hit, these books open, releasing the knowledge and abilities that have been asleep within us for a lifetime. This process is often referred to as the awakening or activation of DNA, and it is an essential part of the ascension journey. The light codes within our DNA are like keys that unlock different aspects of our spiritual potential. These codes carry the frequencies of higher dimensions, and as we receive these incoming energies, they are awakened. Each wave of energy that falls upon us brings new frequencies, helping to unlock different parts of our DNA, allowing us to take on a more expanded form of ourselves. These light codes contain the blueprint for our soul's journey, leading us to higher states of consciousness, greater unity, and deeper wisdom. As these light codes activate, we may begin to notice changes in our awareness, perception, and even physical sensations. Many people experience a rise in intuitive abilities, such as increased sensitivity to energy, enhanced psychic perception, or the ability to communicate with higher realms. These are gifts that have always been within us, lying dormant, waiting for the right time to be awakened. Now, as energies shift and our DNA activates, these gifts are being unlocked, helping us to navigate the new reality that is unfolding before us. The activation process may feel like a download of information or a sudden burst of insight that comes out of nowhere. You may have moments of clarity where you understand things that previously seemed beyond reach. This is because the light codes within your DNA are working to awaken higher wisdom that has always been a part of you. This higher wisdom is not something you need to learn from an external source. It is something that is already encoded within you, waiting to be remembered. As the first wave of the new Earth arrives, We are asked to integrate these energies and allow the change to unfold naturally. This process is not always comfortable, as it requires us to shed old layers of fear, limitation, and old beliefs that no longer serve us. It is a deep purification, and at times it may feel as though parts of us are being stripped away. However, this shedding is necessary in order for the new light codes to be fully established within our being. As we let go of the old, we make room for new frequencies to take root, accelerating our ascension process. Physically, you may feel this activation in a variety of ways. Some people experience tingling in their bodies, especially in the crown or third eye area. Others may feel waves of energy moving through them, a sense of expansion, or even temporary fatigue as the body adjusts to these higher frequencies. As we go through this first wave, we are asked to fully incorporate the light codes into our being. This means incorporating the new energies into our daily lives and allowing them to guide us on our path. The more we incorporate these codes, the more we align with the new earth frequency, and the easier it becomes to incorporate higher dimensions into our physical reality. This is an incredibly powerful time, and we are all being activated in profound ways. The collective ripple effect. The first wave of the new Earth timeline shift represents a profound moment in human evolution. It marks the activation of a collective awakening, where the energy of the Earth and its inhabitants is shifting to a higher vibration. Today, as this wave of energy arrives, it marks the beginning of a transformational process that will ripple through the collective consciousness, moving everyone towards a more harmonious and enlightened way of living. At the center of this shift are the souls who are part of the first wave of awakening. These individuals have been preparing, consciously or unconsciously, for this moment. They are light bearers, doing the inner work to clear old patterns, heal emotional wounds, and align themselves with the higher frequencies of love, compassion, and unity. As they anchor these energies within their being, they naturally begin to radiate this light into the world, creating a ripple effect that touches everyone around them. The concept of the ripple effect is powerful because it highlights how interconnected we all are. Just as a stone dropped into a calm pond creates ripples that spread outward, the energy of one awakened soul affects the consciousness of many others. When individuals begin to embrace higher frequencies, they change the energy field around them. This shift in their energy has a direct impact on those they come into contact with, whether through personal interactions or simply by being present in the same physical space. Even without words, their energy speaks volumes, subtly inspiring others toward their own awakening. As this first wave of awakened souls begin to stabilize higher frequencies within themselves, they become anchors of light. Their presence helps to moderate the intense energy that pervades the planet during this timeline shift. In times of uncertainty and confusion, their calm, centered energy serves as a lighthouse for others who may feel overwhelmed by the rapid changes taking place. These light bearers provide guidance, not necessarily through direct teaching, but by embodying the qualities of love, patience, and understanding. Their very existence is an example of what is possible for everyone. One of the most important aspects of this collective ripple effect is that it is not about forcing others to wake up or change. Instead, it is about holding space for others to awaken in their own time and at their own pace. The first wave of awakened souls is simply creating an energetic environment where it becomes easier for others to let go of fear, doubt, and separation, and to open up to the truth of who they really are. This truth is that we are all connected, all part of the same source energy, and that our purpose here on Earth is to experience and express love in its purest form. As more individuals awaken and raise their consciousness, the collective energy of humanity begins to shift as well. This is the essence of the ripple effect. Each individual's awakening contributes to the overall ascension of the planet. It's a process of acceleration where the more people who align with the higher frequencies, the faster the collective consciousness can evolve. And this is exactly what is happening during this first wave of the New Earth timeline shift. It is not just a personal journey for those who are part of it. It is a global awakening that affects everyone. The higher frequencies that are being anchored today will continue to build momentum. As more and more people begin to resonate with these energies, the collective vibration of humanity will rise, leading to a world that is more aligned with love, peace, and unity. Old systems that were built on fear, control, and separation will naturally begin to fall away, making space for new ways of being and living that are in harmony with the Earth and each other. The ripple effect created by the first wave of the New Earth timeline shift is a powerful and transformative force. As these awakened souls anchor higher frequencies and stabilize the energies, they are guiding the collective toward a new reality. The first wave of awakened souls. The first wave of awakened souls is made up of individuals who have been on a spiritual journey for some time. These are pioneers who have felt a deep inner calling to discover more profound truths, heal old wounds, and align themselves with the higher vibrations that are now sweeping across the planet. For many of them, the journey to this point has not been easy, but it has been guided by an inner knowing that they are here for a greater purpose. Today, as the first wave of New Earth timeline change begins, these individuals are feeling the magnitude of this change more acutely than others. Having consciously or subconsciously prepared for this moment, the first wave of awakened souls are experiencing profound shifts in their energy, awareness, and perception of reality. They are people who are doing the inner work, whether through meditation, energy healing, or simply by facing and releasing old patterns of fear, doubt, and isolation. Since they have already raised their vibration to a certain level, they are now able to more fully integrate the incoming energies, although it may still feel overwhelming at times. The intensity of these energies is pushing them to go even deeper into their spiritual practice and expand their consciousness even more.